Hi, we're the K3, and this is our weekly watch list where we watch as many K-dramas in a given week and come back to you and report to you what we're liking, loving, and dropping. I took so much joy in watching dramas this week. I didn't take any notes.
Oh my goodness. There's no notebook in front of you.
I have no notebook in front of me.
So
I
impressed.
just let them wash all over me.
Sometimes that's
it
the
was,
best
it
way,
was a lot.
right?
It was a lot of fun. And because of that, there were some that I just didn't even hit play on, and so I called them a drop.
Oh, what will those be?
What will those be? We will find out. But one that I am so loving so much. It's easy, breezy, fun, sweet. It's like that good, again, back to that book analogy. It's just that one fun book that you pick up and read every once in a while because you know exactly what you're getting. And that is Tale of Nokdu.
Cool.
It's adorable, and I really enjoy it. We now are just getting to the point where we kind of know all the, not all the players, but both of our leads know who they are and know the cross-dressing aspects of it. And they're both starting to get weird, heart-fluttering moments between the two of them. But she thinks he's there to see his lady friend, and so she knows she can't have him. And he's on a mission to find out who's trying to assassinate his family and why. And so he's like not into girls kind of thing. And
Because he has no time.
right, no time.
Mission.
I have a mission.
And makes him so much more attractive,
right? And so, as we all know, that plan's going to shit.
Oh.
And it's just really well done. Like, some of you are just like, oh, so bad. But this one is it's super sweet, and I like them a lot. They've got really great chemistry as like friends, and so it's that friends to lovers thing that I like that. I like that trope a lot.
I do too.
And it's and they're building it slowly, so it's not like, that where you're like, wow, that happened very quickly. It's a nice build. So I highly recommend it. And my Mondays and Tuesdays are wide open, so it's been a lovely way to just kind of start the week.
Nice.
I love it. So I highly recommend it. Yeah, I jump into it. We move into Wednesday, Thursday, and
Gets a little
so
more
because of some sporting events this
Soccer
week, though,
game.
soccer game, we did have Wednesday, Thursdays were a little wonky. Like we only got one episode of Secret Boutique.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So just 7 and not
Just
8.
7.
I almost
Oh.
didn't hit play because sometimes you need. Oftentimes, right, they set up a crazy cliffhanger and then you need the next one. And so I was hesitant, but I hit play.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was good.
Yeah.
Still loving it?
I love it. I do love it. As a whole,
I like
love
it a lot.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just like I feel like the reveal of who she really is. I feel like got cut off at the knees because we already accused her, called her out on it, and she said no. But we already know, and they already know,
Right.
and so it's kind of the big reveal is kind of already.
I know, because halfway
There,
through,
it's
I was like,
weird.
why is she
This is
doing
Jenny
so
John?
much?
Yeah.
Why is she doing so much for this young woman?
That really confused me as well.
And then they showed that essentially they're very similar in terms of personalities and the strife they've been through as young when they were younger girls. And so all I know is that I would like a bathtub with a television built
Oh my
in.
God, I thought the exact same thing.
Wait, what?
This bathtub has a television built in. It's like part of the
built
tub.
into the porcelain.
So you can,
It's like,
So you can like have a bath and like have
just
your
watch
TV
TV.
going. So not like having your laptop precariously balancing on the toilet.
My K-drama watching can be so much more efficient.
Right?
So yes, I need the bathtub.
I need so
the
bad.
TV.
Like it's an amazing. I saw the exact same. I was like, damn.
I see time saver.
Right? So amazing.
That was so great.
So amazing.
It was so
Can
great.
I ask another question though?
Yeah.
How did our young girl go from wearing basically my daily wardrobe of flannels, t-shirts, and jeans and tennis shoes to full power suits and 3-inch heels?
Because you might have missed the line a couple of episodes ago where Jenny Jang says, "Get her some outfits."
I remember that.
We didn't get the Cinderella outing to the department
No,
store.
no.
Nor did
Thank
we.
goodness, actually.
Yeah,
No, because
yeah,
I was like, oh wait, she's not 15. She's actually a grown-up woman.
But I'm sorry, as someone who lives in flat shoes, you throw me in some 3-inch heels all of a sudden? No one's that graceful in 3-inch heels right out of the gate. It's crazy.
Yes.
Anyway.
Striding into the big mansion.
Though, did
Was
you
it slow-mo?
No,
Oh,
she's
shucks.
not quite into slow-mo mode yet.
All right, okay.
But did you catch the trailer for 8, heading into 8? Did
Yes,
you watch
yeah.
that?
What about
I
it?
feel like, and we have to talk about the husband and Jenny Jong.
Yeah.
I'm even more confused about what's happening with the two of them.
he loves her because she's always been by his side.
Right, I got that far. I just,
Yeah.
I'm
Like in a
not, I
friend way?
don't.
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
gay.
yeah.
Right,
yeah,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
gay, but there's like, it's just.
Yeah. Why?
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 There's a lot of why to what is happening
Yeah,
right
they
now
haven't-
because of that. Because I don't.
I thought they both had something to gain from that. Him
But they
having, a public-facing wife.
Yeah, they have. But again, like what I said last week, I don't feel like they've given us enough to like hook our to be like, yes, oh God, that was amazing.
I know,
Like,
there's
kind
just
of
the one
just, like,
flashback,
yeah.
right?
I'm just kind of like,
Or two,
Yeah.
where they were just, yes. Yeah, it doesn't seem like enough of a motivation for
That's
either
weird.
of them.
Like, why would he give up the love of his life? And I'm not
Yes.
saying this to be rude. I mean, I understand his loyalty to Jenny Jung, but why
Right.
would you give up being able to live with who you want to live with and be who you want to be? And why would you give that up
Right.
to just be closeted because Jenny Jung? I mean, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
and to stay
I feel like
under your mother's
Yes,
thumb.
I-
I'm like, does the money mean that much? But they haven't
Yeah.
explored that.
At
so,
all.
Yeah, so that's,
So I'm
that's
a
the
Maybe
big
that
little-
should be
yeah.
to be revealed, maybe.
Maybe. I mean,
Maybe.
we're only halfway through.
True.
Right.
This
We're
is
looking at-
true.
yeah.
And then unfortunately our little puppy lawyer who we really wanted to see a new romance with, I don't think that's happening either.
No, I think
because
he likes the, yeah.
Which is
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
I actually some
They look
people
good.
are unhappy about that, but I'm kind of like Jenny Jung's never going to be satisfied. It's never going to work, dude.
No.
Like,
No.
It would have been really hot if they would have gone down that path.
Yeah.
But I can sign off on this one.
Oh, yeah.
I'm okay with it. I can accept it, and I don't
Yeah.
think Mom's dead. Oh, can we talk about that? I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
We
Mom's not dead.
Mom's not dead.
Mom's not-
She puts in the
Wait,
two phone call from the payphone bat
Right.
signal.
Jang,
And they wait-
Jang Young Nam.
Yeah.
The mother of
the mother of
the
our
cop,
young
our cop mother.
Cop
Oh,
mother
yeah.
of the young girl gives
Yeah.
the bat signal two rings,
yes,
two
two
calls from a
calls,
payphone
yes.
to track her.
Yes.
And they do nothing for days. What is that?
I know.
Why, Marisa?
I don't know.
I don't know. Were they making kimchi in the backyard?
No.
Sometimes that takes a
I'm
while.
just like, and then Jenny Jung's whole thing is like, save me first. Wait, no. We know where Mom is.
I know, I know.
Mom's life is in danger. Let's go. It was
Kind of a big deal.
let's just put it. It was a
Yeah.
frustrating episode for
Yes.
me.
Do people not watch Criminal Minds? You only have, like,
Right.
the first 24 hours are the most important.
Very frustrating episode for me.
Oh,
I mean,
no,
I
it's
still
been
like
days.
it.
It's
Oh,
been weeks.
days.
It's been
Yeah.
months. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So it was a frustrating one for me, for sure.
I don't know. We're missing episode 8.
Yeah.
So what will happen? Does that mean we get 3 next week?
Or do they
No,
just add
do they
on?
eight, nine?
Does it just
I
get
think they just-
extended 1 week and we get a Wednesday finale,
It's
which
so
is
painful.
sucks.
It's so painful. I
Because
hate
now
think
everything's
historically they push
offset.
it.
Yes.
Now everything
Yes.
is offset, so we don't get the two together, which
Right.
sucks.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Boo.
But
Anyway,
we are heading into the end of Graceful Family.
And did you get caught up? I did not have time to get
So
caught
did
up on
both
that.
episodes drop of Graceful Family this
Yes.
week? Okay.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I think they're on that weird offshoot network,
MBN.
MBN.
Yes.
Oh,
So,
right.
so this coming week we're ending the series with the final 2 episodes.
I'm trying to get caught up before then.
Yes, and we know the ratings have been huge. They've been given a reward trip to a beach in Vietnam. So people have been thrown in prison, and there've been. We've got this wacky band of team members. The kind of low rent version of Dispatch.
Right? Oh my God, I
Our
love-
journalist.
I do love
And
them.
his photographer. So they're helping Im Soo Hyung and her lawyer Lee Jang Woo. But
Now, did they start a relationship? Is that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if they were
Sweet.
going in that direction or not. Because
Yeah.
sometimes
'Cause it
those
Could have gone either way. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not-
because he got held for 48 hours because, Director Han.
Director Han, I love her so much, though.
Fabricated that
Yes.
he had blah, blah, blah. But Director Han goes to his father who runs the Korean barbecue place.
I think I saw this clip on television.
And she's trying to buy him off, right? And he stands up for his son. He's like, I have nothing, but I have my son, and I love him. And then he takes this big cup of water and he throws this water in her face. And she is obviously someone who's always put together, always in control.
Yes.
Why she's in there
saw
alone,
that.
I don't know.
Right.
But yeah. And she just
Probably because she
stomped
wasn't
out.
threatened at all.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Stomped out. It's hilarious.
Okay,
Okay, all
Hilarious.
right. I'm gonna have to jump. All
But
right,
there's a
that's
big
my-
bombshell.
Oh,
Oh.
Turns out Im Soo Hyung, her father is actually her brother. Her real father was the
Wait.
chairman who died. the one who was going to leave that's why he was going to leave everything
Which
to
brother?
her.
Wait.
Her father,
Her,
the man who's
man
always
who's always a father.
who's
Oh, right,
the
right.
chairman, always at the head of the table.
That's her brother.
That's her brother.
That's her brother.
Her father
Is
what was
Grandpa?
Grandpa?
her father was
Papa J?
Grandpa, dead Grandpa, who was the chairman of founder of MC.
That's why he wanted to leave the. Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
gosh.
Oh.
Yep. So her mom had obviously had an affair with Grandpa.
Which is why Grandpa put her at the head of the table, brought her into the household. Oh, holy moly!
Okay, but why did brother
remember
/ dad go along with that?
Well, he was married to this woman. That was his first wife.
But she
Or
was
second one. Yeah, first wife. That was his wife. She could bear no children. And then the woman who is his wife now, she was an affair. She had 2 sons. So she maneuvered her way into the household.
No, I got that.
Yeah.
I got that. I'm confused. Wait, let's back
So
up.
wait, but who's
The birth secrets are they're deep. Okay, so
Varied.
okay, Appaji, who sits at the head of the table,
Yes.
is actually her brother. Okay,
All right.
but
Half-brother.
half brother.
Half-brother.
Because
and they have different mothers.
Different mothers.
Okay.
They have different mothers. So
Yes.
Who's her mother?
So who's her mother?
Her mother is dead.
Right, but
one who was murdered.
Right, the one who was murdered.
Murdered, yeah.
But
Oh.
But she was married
to
to
dad or
John-
grandpa?
she was married to Dad.
She was married to dad, but grandpa had an affair with his son's
Must have.
wife.
Yeah. Must have. Haven't quite gotten there yet. But
geez.
yeah.
So did the son know that she wasn't his daughter?
That would piss off the son.
Did the son
Did the
know?
son brother know? I'm sorry. Did the
No.
father's brother not know that? So he
did not
thought
know.
he thought it was his daughter.
Right. And director Han just told him, and so he collapses of some heart problem because slowly
like
people are
Dad.
being taken out. Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm jumping back
What is
on
her,
it.
Yeah.
what
So
is her
it's so
long
juicy.
con, though? Is it just the revenge for being, she was an upright judge and her career was taken away from
Oh,
her
back
by
John
Grandpa?
Hawk?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know.
We still don't know.
Unless I missed something, which I probably did, but maybe you can tell us.
Because way-
I don't
way-
know why.
Way back when they had a rooftop discussion, her and Lee Jong-woo, she's like, but from here I can control things more than I could as a judge.
Right.
And I'm like, is that a real reason? I mean, yes, that might be nice, but I just get a sense it's more personal than that.
They haven't
Maybe not.
revealed anything.
Okay.
You know,
It may-
right
they may
now
not.
it just looks like she's just someone who wants to run everything from behind the scenes,
She
and
likes
she
the
has
power.
so much power.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe she
Okay.
was
She's-
frustrated being powerless and got an
Yes.
opportunity to take power, and that's what she's got.
think
Well,
so,
her
yes.
power as a judge was taken away from her
Right.
by Grandpa.
Right.
So.
She has so much power in this position. She's putting people in government.
That's
I mean,
true.
everywhere. So
More
yeah.
than she can punish
Okay,
people.
all right,
Yeah.
Graceful
Okay,
family.
so
You're
maybe
one of
that-
the few that we dropped and have come back around. Interesting. All right, we're coming for you.
Talk about a redemption story.
Right? All right, I'm looking forward to it. How about When the Camellia Blooms? I still haven't hit play. Karen?
And you dropped, right?
Oh yeah, I'm a
Yeah,
drop.
yeah.
I tried to pick it back up.
Oh, you did?
And I
So
just,
how much more did you watch? I'm
I
just
did. I
curious.
just tried to watch the last. I couldn't even do it. I'm sorry. I watched the last few minutes of I think 6, where she
Where she finally
storms
gets her
into the
into
But
the
I
police
was just
station.
like,
Too
you know,
little, too
she's
late.
reading her ledger and she's like, he touched me on the back. He touched me on the wrist. I'm like, you've 3 years, really?
And that had been my frustration with
Yeah.
her, which I finally figured out last week, was she was just so meek
Yeah.
and so passive, and it was
Which is
just
so
like,
not
and I,
It's so not her.
as an actor.
Oh, so
Yeah.
what's happening
Anyway,
now?
go ahead.
Well, okay, so we pick up right where we left off in the police station. Turns out that she was just reading excerpts, so that entire ledger is like everybody at the bar,
Oh, not
including
just-
him, and those
okay.
were just sample. So of
Gotcha.
course his so bombastic wannabe governor, all talk
Yeah.
and highly inappropriate behavior, no question about that. So his wife is the kick-ass attorney, and so he's like literally standing behind her. He's like, "Well, my wife's an attorney, so what do you say, honey?" She's like, well, and you can hear her voiceover. She's like, clearly this woman did not have an affair with my husband because she thought she had.
Oh, yeah.
So she walks up to her and she says, you know I'm an attorney, right? And Gong Hyojin's like, yes. And she says, you know I could, handle this very easily, right? And she's like, yeah. She pulls out her business card. She's like, so please come to me for some free legal advice.
Nice.
So basically saying, come to me and I'll help you press charges against my husband.
Nice.
So I was like,
Oh, heck yeah.
so that was
Nice.
great. Well, I mean, it's so interesting to see. So Dongbik is her character name. Her character progression. So she does that, and then the attorney advises her. She's like, first of all, let me scan and make copies of this, because if somebody steals that ledger from you, that's all you have. So she like gives her a thumb drive, and she's like, I emailed you a copy. So she's like covered. She's walking through the streets with her ledger in front of her. Of course, now everybody knows.
Right.
In this short amount of time, from overnight to the next morning, everybody in the town knows she's got this ledger with everyone's bad deeds, and she's like, this feels really strange.
Right.
So she's sort of finding her power, and tentatively agrees to have some romance, or try, or just kind of see what happens with Kang Han-woo. Unfortunately, at the end of that episode, they're coming. He gets up early in the morning to help her go shopping at the market, and they come back, and there is some like spray painted warning from the Joker on the wall. Basically, like, I've been like taking up an entire wall in spray paint. I'm like, wow, that person's really good at writing. It was like super neat. Clue, maybe, I don't know. I'm just making that up. So that's where that ends. So of course now that she's back to like being scared. So episode 8 is all about her saying, okay, obviously the meek and passive and go along with everything, put up with everything was not working for me. She's like, I need to do something for my son. So she's trying to figure out where she can move to. She's poor. She's still got mom hanging her. Mom's kind of, does she have dementia or does she not? Because sometimes she's really perceptive, but yeah, she continues to call her son Dongbik instead of her. She's like, Mom, that's my name. Why are you calling my son? His name is this. We do get more Kim Ji-suk. He comes back and he's like so frustrated. He just wants to be a good dad, but
has he spoken German yet?
Spoken German?
Oh yeah.
No.
He went to school. Either went to school in German
too?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, not yet. It'd be interesting to find a way for that to work out for him to like work some in, and somebody goes, how do you know German? He's like, I played in a German league for like 3 months or something.
Let me know.
That would be really funny.
I would love to see that.
So I actually feel like the show has gotten its groove.
Okay.
And I was thinking about it because I was on the verge of dropping as well, because I'm like, come on. I'm like, oh, things are finally, they feel like they finally clicked.
And what episodes are we on?
So we're halfway through.
Oh, so you're halfway through. Okay,
So
well, that's good.
We finished
nice.
8. So.
Okay.
And I compare it actually pacing-wise. This may sound strange to the two of you, but to Hotel del Luna. Because that was very evenly paced. You got to know all of the characters.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, this is not a fast-moving show. It's
Gotcha.
It takes place in a countryside town. So I'm on board. I'm still liking it. I'm looking forward to continue on. Of course, now I'm trying my best not to get swept up in like, who's the killer? Who's the killer? He's left-handed. Did you see that on the he spray painted with his left-handed? Anyone pick up on that? No, not yet. So I'm like, okay.
You know what I really liked? So Netflix has a channel here on YouTube called The Swoon.
Oh, okay, I love it so much.
I know, and
they get everyone in all the K-dramas to play Jenga.
To play Jenga, and I have to say the chemistry between the three of them, Kang Han-woo, Kyung Hyo-jin, and Kim Ji-suk, is so enjoyable. I didn't watch the whole Jenga game.
Right. It's like 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Sounds like they're very good at Jenga.
They're totally fun together, so I would highly suggest. We'll put a link down below.
I just saw a clip, and Kim Ji-suk's laugh just got me. He just thought it was hilarious. I just loved it so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put a link down there.
Yeah.
And you
Those
can
two
check it
guys
out.
are still knocking it out of the park.
Nice.
Their performances.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fun. Very cool. Yay. Okay. And then the one that everyone seems to be talking about on Twitter, which really, it's so good. I was not expecting Extraordinary You July with a Chance of Clouds or whatever it was called. Meatballs or whatever.
I totally got caught up. It was so clever.
Right?
She's a delight.
She is.
Kim Jae-wook is every bad boy you fell in love with in high school.
EJ-wook.
Well, him too.
I know, right? Those
Jae-wooks.
Those Jae-wooks.
Yeah.
They're a force to be reckoned with.
No kidding.
Right? But yeah, EJ-wook.
Oh, adorable. The brooding? Not adorable.
What were you going to say?
I don't
I think you were going to say, Marisa, correct me if I'm wrong, that he's every bad boy that every one of us fell for in high school.
High school, yeah.
Because he is. He's just that guy.
He is.
Brooding, troubled.
Yes.
Bad home life.
Yes.
I need him to jump on a motorcycle. He's already done that.
Yes, he has.
He's already wearing the black leather.
Yes.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Yes.
Got the leather and the bike and the brooding and the whole thing. Yeah.
So much fun.
It's so much fun.
The execution of it and how it just turns tropes on its heads and how
I love that.
she keeps waking up in different places and she's so sassy and honestly, this is what you go through in high school.
Right.
You're breaking out of, you're trying to break away from the path that's been laid out for you. And that's exactly what she's doing, right?
I mean, yes. I guess I did. I don't. As someone
I have
who's
a teenager
I
at
was gonna
home.
say you have a teenager at home, so maybe you're seeing it through that
Yeah.
filter. As someone who has no teenager at home and hasn't been in high school in many years, I saw it more of a universal thing where we're always trapped by what people expect of us. We're always trapped by what the box is that we've been put in, regardless of where you go, whether you move to a new town or whether you move to a new job or whether you get into a new group of friends or all of that. Like just moving from my hometown to here, like people when I go back want to put me back in the same box, but I'm not the same person.
No.
And so that's how I saw it.
Yeah, you're Kim Hae-yoon.
I am. I really am. When she was like, I don't want to be an extra. I'm like,
We should all be the leading ladies of our own lives.
Yes.
I
So
do,
fun.
so I'm really enjoying it,
Yes.
and I enjoy the fact that the different people, as they start to dawn on them when they're like backstage, and things happen. It's really interesting. I'm really into
Yeah,
it.
Oh my
and I
gosh.
love that their idea of camping is a 5-star resort.
Right? It's hilarious.
So much
It's
fun.
almost my idea.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I'm
Doesn't
not a
have to be
big camper,
5-star.
but yeah. Oh yeah, no, I'm really into it.
Indoor
And
camping
everyone
is
is begging Netison Drama for spoilers if you haven't, because she read the I guess the actual webtoon just ended in September.
Oh, okay.
So we're starting. Everyone kind of wants like intel, and she's not giving any of it up, which is good. So thank
Yeah.
you. But a lot of people,
Amazing restraint.
Yes, a lot of people have read the webtoon as well, and so they all kind of everyone's like got their things and their theories. But what everyone kind of hopes for is that some of the characters get not that the endings were bad, but they are a little bit more fleshed out.
Oh,
so
good.
I'm hoping that
Oh.
since the webtoon just ended, we might get some little bit play with a little bit of that. So.
Yeah.
How
It's
far
totally
along are
fun.
we?
Yeah,
on
I
this one?
highly recommend. Only episode 4.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, so I might have.
So, yeah.
I might.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
If
Karen, I
if
think you would really
yeah.
dig this one.
Oh yeah. It sounds like it.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We have
Good
so
grief.
many shows.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. When did you become so filled and packed?
So filled and packed. But let's get started with one that finally finished. Twitter was really confused by the Strangers from Hell ending. Like they wanted a sequel. They thought it was really,
Really?
well done,
Oh, sure.
but they weren't sure like what would happen. So tell us.
Well, this was really or an homage to the Stephen King kind of storytelling.
Oh, okay.
And there was even and The Shining, like in particular, because there was a scene where like one of the lunatics in the boarding house like takes an axe to a door and then peeks through it.
Oh
and-
my
Okay.
gosh. Oh wow.
Yeah, but basically, the way it ended is that they all turned on each other. So the house mother took out this one, and the brother took Lee Dong-wook took out this brother, and they all basically killed each other. And then the young female cop who had been helping Im Shi-won and knew there was something funky going on
Right.
at that boarding house, and then Im Shi-won's girlfriend both ended up trapped and kidnapped in the house.
Oh.
So Im Shi-won just goes raging in there, and basically rescues them.
Okay, good.
Kills Lee Dong-wook.
Oh.
And then comes the twist.
Or did he?
It looks. At some point, Lee Dong-wook tells what really happened was that Lee Dong-wook tells Im Shi-won, "I will let you live if you kill everyone outside this door." So as the cops are wrapping everything up and investigating, it looks like everyone killed, like they took each other out. But there are a couple of clues for both the girlfriend and the female cop to think that Im Shi-won did it. And then they show that he killed everyone. And so they show him at the end in his hospital room recovering because he's been, beat, he's had the shit beat out of him, right? And he's basically typing. You think he's typing his story, but he's just typing die, 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 die. Because at some point, Lee Dong-wook says, "I will never die. There are too many of me." So Im Shi-won starts hallucinating. Yeah, so basically his evil spirit is sort of transferred into Im Shi-won.
Because I think I remember you mentioned a long time ago, was he looking for a candidate, or did he see him as a candidate?
Yeah, it looked like he was going to be part of the merry crew of, murderers, but really it
That
was
really
like,
is an homage to The Shining.
Yeah.
The house wanted him to be part of the.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
They Thank you for watching.
Yeah, well, because the last episode got boosted up to
Like 19, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's definitely
So do
definitely
you,
bloody.
people are
Interesting.
asking for a second season. Does it warrant a second season?
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think
Unless
so.
you're
I mean,
just
I
going to
could,
repeat what they just did.
I mean,
then
you
he
could.
becomes the looking for somebody to pass the
So
but you totally could.
So
You know.
Lee Dong-wook's evil spirit gets transferred to Im Si-won, right? And so what happened to the girlfriend and the cop?
Oh, they're all fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, well, that's
They
good.
live.
All right.
They live.
Yay. That's terrifying.
kind of like that spooky, unsettled ending where they're still alive, but not all is right. I died.
Yeah, I mean, if this was an American franchise, they would, but it should stay here.
All right.
Yeah. Oh,
Wow.
Good Lord.
Wow.
I'm not going to lie. I'm really glad I didn't pick that one.
I'm
really, really glad about
second that.
Casey,
Hey.
you're the last one standing on Melting Me Softly.
And full disclosure, I'm only through episode 4, so I haven't watched either of this weekend's episodes. I started like a little bit of 5 and 6 because I'm just like, oh my god.
such a bummer, right?
I'm like, what is this show about? I mean, I know what it's about, but the genre, I'm just...
It just
I can't-
seems all over the board.
so totally all over the board. And the actor, I'm like, my thought was, it's, we see genre mashups all the time, but the most recent one I can think of is I Want to Hear Your Song. That was romantic comedy mystery, suspense, But everybody in the show were
so's
in
Camellia.
They were in the same show. Camellia
Right.
is too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Terrius Behind Me was. And that was like crazy pants all everything, but it still worked because everybody was in the same show. This show, I'm like, we go from wacky comedy, oh my god, boss, we're in so much trouble, oh my god, what are we gonna do? To like serious drama, like, we have to keep our body temperature at 33 degrees Celsius. Wait, the professor's still alive. To like, oh, why did you not come look for me in all that time? I thought we were friends. I'm just like, I'm like, what? But it's okay, Mom and Dad. Even though I've been frozen for 20 years, I'm gonna go back to college and get a part-time job because I feel like it's what I should do. And I'm just like, what show are we in? You all look the same. But I'm just like, I can't.
That's too bad.
I have a headache.
Korean dramas can do wacky things
They
like
really
have
can.
robots fall in love with
Right?
people, and somehow
They
it
can
works. 16
pull.
episodes of great fun.
And if you throw in a club catching on fire in the middle of it and the robot making heroic rescue and then it goes back to lovey-dovey date the next day, it works. But the show is not working for me.
Oh, that's too bad.
Did you not send gift baskets to people enough during the military? I mean, I don't know.
Right?
I can only speculate.
Yeah.
And I mean, he of course is always a delight to watch, but even he is. I'm pointing to the writing because I'm just.
It's
like,
got- yeah, I
I'm
mean-
like, you got to give the boy something to work with because he's amazing and it's not showing. She's really great too.
I mean, I like her. I guess my problem is even watching the clips, I don't feel like they match.
They
like-
will get there.
I mean, they'll
there.
get there, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying for me personally, and again, if we're gonna, like, the synastry doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
Like, there's something that I just, and maybe it is the script.
It
maybe
could be
if it
story
was-
structure
maybe
because they
if it
finally
was-
had a scene in a car where you start to see a little bit of this is why they're going to
All
get
right.
together. But it took till episode 4. I'm
Yeah.
like, did we really need
Okay.
this much
All right.
time to show like how crazy the funny things that happen when you're asleep for 20 years and you wake up and you come up with these brilliant story ideas for television shows that are already happening? I'm just
How is your brain not,
not
like
that funny.
I would think your brain would
Brain melting?
would be a
Your
little
brain-
bit.
Oh,
you would need your brain would be a little
but
bit.
forget-
No,
about the science. The science fiction part of it is all fiction. I'm like, you cannot maintain a body temperature of less than 33 degrees Celsius
You
in
cannot.
regular. I'm like, no.
But then again, after 20 years, they found all their clothing and their personal items.
yeah, on the phone. Her phone's
she
still
grabbed her purse.
in a cave, basically.
I'm glad she remembered it.
I
She
know.
left it on a bench at one point, but suddenly she got it back later. I'm
So
like,
this show, I'm
Oh,
sorry, show.
help me
I'm
out,
just
help me
sorry.
out, Copy Klatch. Are you
Right?
sticking with this? Should I stick with this show? Because, Ji Chang, but I have a headache.
Okay.
Okay.
Melting me
I'm
soft.
big
It's so
old question
disappointing.
marks on this show.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
But then there's one that
What is
now
something?
all 3 of us are watching.
Yes.
Because we got Marisa on
Oh, yeah.
board. Yes.
So fun. I binged them all.
Pegasus
Oh, hooray,
Market
hooray.
is that wacky stuff that we were talking about, but because it's so well written, like it works.
Yes.
So when you have the
Works.
moments that are a little bit more poignant, they still work within the world.
That's a great
the world building it works. So you understand. Yes. Oh.
So
It's
good.
just so good.
Straight out of a comic
It
book,
is.
but it all is in
Yeah.
the same
Yeah,
world.
it's all in the same
World
world.
building.
Exactly. Their world building in Pegasus Market is just so good that you buy into all the crazy shit that's happening in that market.
So I missed it this week.
Oh.
But I
It
will
was,
catch
it
up.
was fun.
It was cute.
It was
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah.
What was the crazy idea that was meant to bring the store down that unexpectedly succeeded?
Chestnut paste.
Chestnut. Yes.
Chestnut paste.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
to brush your teeth or like
No,
No.
yeah.
It's a dessert.
Yeah.
It's like a treat.
Oh,
yeah.
ooh.
Once again, Kim Byung-chul is amazing.
He is. He
And
is.
he does exactly. He does that thing where he's like, I happen to be the president of a market man who just tried to kill himself in front of my car because
Yes.
your chestnut paste company is going under. I will give you 3 times as much what everyone else is offering. And he's like, "Mwahaha."
right, and you know this will bring down.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
And
So
then
good.
So
I'm
well,
sure
of
it was
course.
a wild success.
Yes.
So, oh my gosh.
Because they used their royal recipe
Yes.
only for Pegasus Market.
So we have a bad guy in the corporate headquarters,
Yes.
and now we have another bad guy with the assembly member coming in wanting to.
Yes.
Oh, there's an assembly member.
There's an assembly member.
Oh.
He's always wacky. That actor.
And his name is Kimchi.
Is it?
Is it, the,
That's the character
The
name?
character's name is
Kimchi.
Kimchi-a, I think.
Yeah.
Kimchi-a. So that's kind of amazing.
Oh my gosh, I have to get caught.
Yeah.
It's not as awesome.
But it's just fun. It's just,
is.
yeah.
And
I love how the tribe. There's always one in the background, just putting things
Yeah.
on his shelf
Yep.
or helping somebody
With
pick up.
the,
They're just
the human
there.
basket.
Yeah.
Yes.
The human shopping cart.
But I guess those horns in the web comic, that's not where they wore them.
That's not where they wore them.
that, well, they did make some reference, or well, they made reference
Yeah,
earlier
they
on
did,
about
yeah.
when they gave
When they
men's
gave him
virility
his
and
size.
It's you know commensurate with the size
Right.
of your.
Yes.
You know, and he's like, it's because
yeah.
it was cold.
I do. I really am enjoying it. So yeah, it was a fun episode.
Totally fun.
I feel like we kind of, what is this? We're at 4.
Yeah,
so
4.
we're not quite to the halfway point because this is a 12.
It's 12.
It's
so we're
12?
a third of the way
cool.
through.
Yeah.
It's only
So-
one a week, so.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but it's a delight.
Oh,
it always
is.
brings me a
I
smile
can't
to
wait
my
to go
face.
watch it.
Yes,
Yes.
you should. You'll love it.
for
It's
sure.
super fun.
I'm so in on the show.
Okay, and then and another one that I just, every time I went, I should probably get caught up and hit play, I was like, ugh. And I took that as a sign.
You know what?
Are you still watching Vagabond?
Oh yeah, I am. It's
Okay.
It's stupid, but it's fun,
Okay.
and it's consistent that way.
It's consistently
Oh,
stupid.
It is. Well, they're back in Morocco.
Sometimes
God.
stupid fun is exactly what you
Right?
need.
Well, also what I
Oh, they're
kind
back
of
in Morocco.
They're back in Morocco. What I kind of like is that he's a hothead and doesn't think before he acts, and she's not. What I love is that they're both not the best in their field, you know. And they
Except
set
he
that up.
happens to be the best in her field, which is what annoys me.
Yeah,
she supposed to be?
They keep having him
No.
around. It's like why Shin Sung Rock would let him in
Right.
an interrogation. I don't know.
No.
Shin Sung Rock, unfortunately, has turned out to be not such a smarty pants. I'm not really sure what's going on there. Maybe it's because maybe he's working for the evil side.
Damn it.
Is that what it is? They haven't alluded to that, but I can't really explain why he makes these dumb decisions. But anyways, it's there've been. Oh, I confused my notes. Epic battle scene, arrows. That's the wrong show.
No, I would love to see,
Oh.
because I'm sure at least Lee Sung-gi would be amazing with arrows.
I know,
He
but-
would be the greatest archer ever in the history of archery.
But I have to say,
a stunt person.
Shin Sung Rock firing off an automatic weapon
I
and then
s-
running
I
is
saw that
pretty
clip.
hot.
It was
Pretty hot.
pretty
Yeah.
nice.
Pretty hot. So yeah, the show is what it is.
All right.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
This is
fun.
broadcasting on one of the local channels, so sometimes I'll just have it
Okay.
on in the background
Okay.
and I'll like peek over my shoulder and I'm like, oh, that's silly.
And then our one new one this week, The Lies
That we
Within.
could find.
Oh, right. Yeah. Leverage, unfortunately, is no one can find it anywhere.
No, but The Lies Within
The Lies Within
is on Netflix USA. So
Now, I was already looking forward to this.
yes.
But
What is this again?
this is the one where Eamon Key, and I'm not gonna lie, I have never liked him more.
I know he's so loose.
He's so loose.
and relaxed.
Yes, and like
he's a detective.
Yeah, he's a detective. He's not the weirdest one in the room.
Exactly.
Like, because he's always like the weirdest one in the room, and this one he's not. Like his.
Oh, he's not like the
No,
socially
not
awkward-
at all.
Nope.
He's completely socially acceptable, and people like him, and he has friends, and like he's not an outcast, and yeah, he's good at his job.
Yeah.
He takes care of his mom.
Right. Yes, he tosses off a cigarette and discovers a huge clue.
I was wondering why they let him smoke.
I know.
And I was like, that's really fascinating. They let him smoke, and then that's what it was.
That's what it was.
It was crazy.
So EU Young is the daughter of an assembly member who was
We think
possibly murdered.
That seems to be where it's headed.
Right. And her husband is missing.
But who's her husband,
Her
Marisa?
husband is Lee Jun-hyuk, who we last saw in Designated
Did
Survivor.
we know that he was going to be in this?
No.
I don't remember hearing about this.
no.
Great
Oh,
is
yeah,
that when
actually.
you see him, because he was also in Stranger, and it's similar in that you don't know what side of the morality he falls on.
Yeah, he has cornered that market for sure.
He has.
That's a good.
Oh, but it's
Good
so
gig
good.
if you can get
But
it.
what cracks me up about it the most is like the music. The music is like this weird 80s cop show.
It is, yeah.
But I can't explain why the show is so enjoyable but so weird at the same time.
Yeah.
It's the
Like
music.
I don't know if it's the music, but then there's like this weird so they're investigating this murder / abduction because then we get the husband's hand shows up at a fountain.
Yes.
First and foremost, it wasn't a bomb, it was a severed hand, and people are racing out of this fountain like as if like it was
And how
really
did she
weird.
know?
Kinda
How
freaky,
did
though.
she know? She saw it from like 100 yards away, but she knew exactly whose hand it was. It was odd.
Anyways.
Did it have
but
a
that's what
wedding
I'm saying.
band on it?
It
Yes,
did,
it
but
did have-
how you could see it is beyond me.
Yeah, from that far.
And then we go and then we start investigating, and they leave her in the room, in their hotel room, while they're investigating it with evidence. Again, weird. Like, there's a lot of weird missteps that I'm kind of like, I shouldn't be enjoying this, but I am all
Did you
in.
watch episode 2 this
I
morning?
did.
Because I have not seen it yet. It
Yeah.
just dropped
Oh, you
this-
didn't see
no,
that then.
It just
Okay.
dropped this morning.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I've watched it this morning. I'm all in, but I don't understand protocol in police departments.
Oh, here
in
we
Seoul.
go.
I mean, it's the same thing. Yeah.
It's it's
So
always,
don't ask too many questions.
No, you
Yeah,
can't.
because it's just filled with the most incompetent,
Yeah.
But
She is killing it.
oh, good.
She's killing
Because she
it.
starts off very meek, but we know she is not.
Oh
so,
yeah. Oh no, it's so good. Like it's just really good. I
Yeah.
mean, it's an OCN show, so you've already got that kind of juicy
Oh my God.
undercurrents
I
to
love
it.
it. I love a procedural.
I love it.
I love a procedural, especially on OCN. So
See, I
this
think
is
what I like
fun.
about this is like it's a procedural, but it's a 16 episode procedural. So it's like that's the procedure.
Yes.
Like it's one story procedural.
Yes,
Instead
it's
of
not,
like one story for one episode.
One episode
Yeah.
of Law and Order. It's
Yeah.
like,
Oh, right.
So yeah,
It's good.
highly recommend it. It was
Eamon
really
Key, yay.
Key, yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was amazing.
Nice.
And then I got caught up on My Country because Jang Young Nam. But I did actually
That was
jump
the
in
key?
because it was the key. She needs to be in it more. I've decided. I
Did you watch all of the?
I did.
Okay,
I'm caught up.
So great. Now that they're back home,
yeah, I'm hoping we see her
yeah.
again.
Oh, she's definitely in the teasers for
Okay,
the
good.
next episode.
Fantastic. Here's
What?
like I know it's crack for you.
Yes.
So it's
love it.
crack for so many other people, and I enjoy it. I like it a lot. But there are moments where I like laughed out loud because it was so over the top with the like. My favorite was when Woo Dong was like when the fire was up behind him.
Oh, that was fucking awesome. Are you kidding? He looked like the devil
That
himself.
was hilarious. I like laughed out loud because he was like,
Right.
"Then I will go evil, fire."
Yes, it's so good. It's so good.
Oh, yeah, it was amazing. So there's a lot of moments like that where I'm like, okay, sure. And what's with the rock
Dramatic.
music? What is with? I feel like I'm watching
Oh, are
the
they doing-
player.
oh, no, really?
And all of a sudden there's like rock music,
the
and
same,
I'm like,
yeah.
what is happening right now?
I know. But those are in the lighter moments.
No, they are, but
I
it
know.
just, so I think that's why it's not crack for me. I really enjoy it, but like it's keeping it from like crown clown crack levels for me. Because
okay, yeah.
there's just enough, there's just enough like ridiculousness to keep me from, That's
That's
yeah.
totally my love of K-dramas.
Oh my
like
God.
this Matrix sounding music.
Oh my
you
God,
know.
it's hilarious.
But
It was so funny.
In a historical.
He hasn't been in it a lot, but are you understanding the magnificence of Chang Hyuk?
I actually was going to say I am. I am not. I've never been a huge fan of Jang, but man's got some presence.
Yes,
for
he
sure.
does.
And when he had his, and I didn't understand why his hair was all flowing when we were out in the
flowing hair?
He had flowing
They
hair.
all do.
I need to watch me some clips.
And he had to like. I felt like he was like Bram Stoker's Dracula with the hair and the fact that they can wield a sword. I mean, I have this hair and I could barely do anything without my hair getting in my
barely
way.
wield a pen.
He had hair like here, and he was like a master swords person. I'm like, how does that not
Like
get
it's
in your
part of the
face?
movement. They have to train with the
Yeah,
hair.
it was crazy. But yeah, no, he was.
I know.
I kind of want him to get together with the lead girl. Like
Oh,
that's
yeah?
that.
Oh, something's gonna- I
I'm
think
on
something
board
will
with
happen
those
there.
two. I'm not buying the main couple relationship.
Oh, really?
I'm just.
Oh, okay.
I'm not. I wasn't.
They'll all love her. That's
Right,
what's gonna happen. They're all gonna
course.
love her.
Of course.
Like another
Yes.
Mr.
But
Sunshine
correct
situation.
me if I'm wrong. And this is what, because I'm not, mind you, I binged 4 episodes in a row, so it's not
That's
like
a lot.
So, yeah, it was all
They're
4.
like
I
a
did
solid
all 4.
120
yeah.
for each
Yeah.
episode. Yeah.
But I think the love story that I like the most in the show is the 2 guys. Like, I think that's the love story of the show.
It totally is.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
The
and-
romance.
Yeah, and there's really more of
friends.
that relationship
Right.
than any other relationship. So.
And I
For sure.
really, yeah.
That seems
Yeah.
that would be refreshing to have the focus be on.
It seems to be. It seems to be.
You know, grown men who are friends, but
Yeah.
they're in conflict.
Oh yeah, lots
of conflict. Lots of conflict.
Lots of conflict.
But this
so
was,
much conflict.
You know,
yeah.
and these are actual historical characters. Like Chang Hyuk plays Lee Bang-won, who becomes the father of the great King Sejong.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
And the general who imprisons the king, he's actually the founder of the Joseon era.
Oh,
So-
okay. I did find myself having to do a quick Wikipedia
Yeah.
look up because I was like, I have no idea who we're fighting and why we're fighting and
Yeah.
what's fighting. I was like, okay.
Yeah,
So
we
I
want to
did do a
dive
little
in
bit
more
there.
because, you know me. I love that Korea is able to put their history and culture out through their K dramas, and this
Yeah.
just totally feeds into that.
It's so it is it's
perfect.
it's so good. And so
Yeah.
I think because we watch so many Chosun era historicals, it's so nice to see it from a different from a different perspective. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it, but there's
Yeah.
just some moments where I'm like, that's hilarious. But yes, and can I just say that I've gotten to the point where I realize that I have become a mature woman while as impressive as our devil character is his shoulders and impressive body that he shows off all the time. As impressive as that is, I have to say the one who I'm watching the most, I don't have his name written down, but our
do.
favorite ex-husband from Search WWW.
Wait, Ji Sung Hyun?
Ji Sung Hyun.
Ji Sung Hyun.
Is that right?
Ji Sung Hyun.
Yes.
Yes, we love you.
Oh my God,
so
so much.
great in this.
I'm like, you're
Okay,
super
we
hot,
can
but I
do-
want to hang out with him. Like, I want to
know.
get to know this guy. Yeah, like, I realize that
was he in
I have
Search WWW?
transcended.
He's the ex-husband, the husband who became the ex-husband of our.
Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I watched that show.
Karen,
Carry on.
he was one of the. There was 3 couples. There were only 3 couples. Our powerful CEO's
Oh,
ex-husband.
Search WWW. Sorry.
Yes.
Oh! No, I was stuck on W. The one based on the webtoon. I got my W's
Search WWW.
Oh, hello.
Yes.
Oh, I know.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. Oh
my God.
Too slow. Not
Yeah.
enough, clearly.
Oh my God, he is.
Oh my
I
gosh.
love him
I could watch
so
him all day
much.
long.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I was.
Nothing
I was like,
Sword, horse,
Yeah.
injury.
right?
All good.
I was
All
like,
good.
wow, I'm far more into him than any of the 2 male leads.
Clips.
I've transcended.
Clips.
I'm
yeah.
officially an
yeah.
adult.
You can't. Oh, you don't want to watch it?
It's just time. It's just time.
It's so good.
It's really good. It's really
I
good.
highly
Is he in it from
recommend
the
it.
beginning? So
Yeah.
should I just try to watch from the beginning as I can?
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't settle for
He
clips is
definitely
what I'm
starts to
hearing.
become more prominent in episode 3, and then I'm hoping he comes back
gonna be back
it
'cause
seems
he's not
like
dead.
He's
So
not
he will be
dead.
back.
So hopefully, yeah. Anyway, that was a highlight. I was really into that.
Historical character gauge. They're
Right?
not dead. They'll be back.
Yes. So yeah. All right.
Thank
Whew.
you.
Well, that was a full good week. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is
And
a
speaking
lot.
of Woo-Do Wan and the Fires of Hell,
Really? So amazing. It's kind of like that gif that's out there with Elmo, and Elmo's screaming in the fire, and the fire flames are shooting up over him. That's what it reminds me of.
That is an interesting comparison. Wow.
Oh, it's amazing. Not that he's Elmo, but it's that, you know which kid I'm talking about. It's like, that's what that reminds me of. Anyway,
What
sorry.
we're talking about is that we are planning a live watch of The Divine Fury. Udo-wan as an evil
Oh, that's
spirit.
right.
That's
And he
him.
is actually the devil in that.
Park Seo-joon. Oh, come on. Come on.
Get ready for that. Because,
Yeah.
ooh, that boy's got some presence.
Yeah, so
We're gonna have to
follow-
pull his astrology soon.
Oh, I think so. So follow us on Twitter and Instagram and
Yes.
Facebook, and we'll give you all the details of when that's
Yes,
going to happen
absolutely.
and how it's going to happen. And it's a pay-per-view on OnDemandKorea, so
And it's
we're
definitely going
very
to happen
excited.
sometime around the
Yeah.
Halloween.
Halloween.
Yeah,
I don't know what
Very-
to call the holidays. It's Halloween.
it is a holiday.
It is a holiday.
Yeah.
True. Good point.
Yeah.
Holiday.
Great.
All right. Well, cool. Oh, so much fun. We're the K3. I'm Jen.
I'm Karen.
And Marisa.
And if you want to check out any of our astrology, as we just mentioned, some of those, you can check them out right here. We got all sorts of good synastry and peoples and signs and all that good stuff. So until next week, we'll see you then. Bye.